So what is going on, you guys? So welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Swift Algo X and how you can actually automate this for futures, for crypto, if you're trading forex. So I'll be explaining on how you can actually set up the automation as well on like how to actually optimize the settings. Basically for Swift Algo X. So make sure you do actually watch all the way to the end of this video because it's going to be really good value. So I'm going to shrink this. Actually, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm actually going to turn off my camera because I don't like to be on camera, to be honest. All right. Hold on, guys. There we go. All right. So first things first, let me actually teach on how to automate this. So let me actually delete all of this real quick. So all of that is officially deleted. And next, okay. So let me actually show you on how to automate. Okay, so you can use cross trade or pick my trade. I personally use Trader's Post to automate my strategies. It's really simple to do. So you'll go to the strategy tab, right? You hit create new strategy. I usually name this my indicator or strategy I'm using. So Swift Algo X. And then I also like to name it basically the account this is being applied to. So let's say Top Step Demo. So I know that Top Step Demo is being applied to this indicator. Style is systematic. Keep it as this. Asset class, you change this to if you're trading crypto, futures, options. For me, it's futures. I'm going to change it to futures. You leave everything as is. Then you click subscribe. Then you're going to select. By the way, this is actually a brand new account. I created it just for YouTube purposes. It's not my real account. Just an FYI for you. Then after that, you select which broker that you are using. So for this example, let's say Top Step Demo, since that's why I named it. Then you hit Create. Then Auto Submit. You want to check this, allow Auto Submit. And I'm actually going to delete this because that's too redundant. Okay, so class futures. Then this allowed sides. It's on bullish. You want to change this to both bullish and bearish, so it can take either buy or sell. Entry order type. You want to change this from limit to market. X order type. You want to change this from limit to market. That's all you do. You leave everything as is. Everything else is by default. You hit enable. Then that's how you create the strategy. Now, what you do is you go back, you go to your Swift Algo X, you click on these three dots, you click add alert. You go to your message tab, you delete this message, and what you're going to do, you go back to your trader's post, you go to where it says Red Perk, you click on this, then make sure you're clicking on the TradingView indicator, not the TradingView strategy. So, TradingView indicator, you want to copy this, and then you want to paste this in the message tab. Now, I usually name it the name of my indicator. So Swift Algo X, and I like to name this as buy. So I know that this alert is a buy alert. Then I go back to my settings, I change my condition to buy signal only. And make sure trigger is once per bar close. Okay? Make sure action is buy. In the settings, condition is also on buy signal only. You can go to your notifications tab. I'm going to delete my webhook URL and then I'm going to paste this one. You copy this and you paste. And make sure this is checked by default and you hit create. And now you created the buy alert. You're going to do the exact same thing for sell. Go back to your three dots, click add alert. Condition, we're going to change this to sell signal only. Message tab, we're going to copy the exact same JSON message. And we're going to paste this. And the only thing we're going to change is this action. We're going to change this action to sell. All right. Make sure action sell. Settings, make sure it's sell signal only. And make sure you check this. Notification, you copy the exact same webhook URL, which is this one. And you paste it. Then create. Now we created the cell. Oops, I actually forgot to name it. Name this Swift Algo X cell. So I'll know that this is a sell alert. The same thing for take profit. So add alert. This time we're gonna change this to take profit. Message tab. We're gonna copy the same JSON message again. And then we're gonna hit paste. And this time we're gonna change this action to exit. That's all you do. And then next we're gonna change the name to Swift Algo X. This time I'm gonna name it Take Profit. You can name it whatever you want. This is just my own personal preference. Notifications, same webhook URL. We're gonna copy and paste it. Now we created the take profit. And we have to do one more for the stop loss. So click on this, stop loss. Make sure you check this. And copy the exact same JSON message again. Then we're gonna paste. And same thing, we're just gonna change this to X as well. Shift Algo X stop loss. Notification, same thing. Copy this and then paste. So we officially created the buy alert, sell alert, take profit, stop loss. So there are 4 alerts you have to make for this, right? And then you can hit exit. If you go back to strategies, it says enable auto submit, one subscription, futures, and then go to subscriptions. It says, futures, enable auto submit. Everything looks good. To reiterate, you go to strategies, you hit create new strategy. It will automatically create the subscription after that. And just also a reminder, if you change anything in the settings, it will not reflect any of these alerts, which means you would need to delete all 4 alerts and remake the alert. Okay, so make sure you triple check the settings. But if you change anything, you have to delete and remake the alert. And before you make the strategy and subscription, make sure you do have a broker connected to Traders Post. So to do that, you go to brokers, then you go to connect to broker. You can hit Project X. For me, I personally just click on top step. Then you hit Project X, then agree. I'm not going to do this because my thing is already connected, but it's just going to ask you for 2 things. It's going to ask you for your top step user ID. I'm assuming you should know what your top step user ID is. If you don't, you can always log into your account. And then it's going to ask for your API number. Just those 2 things. That's all, and you're officially connected. There is another YouTube video, like I think it's like 5 or 10 minutes long, walking you through step by step as well. So honestly, it's not that hard. It only takes 2 or 3 minutes to set everything up. It's really not that hard. But they do offer a 7-day free trial. Then after that is a $50 per month in subscription if you choose the basic plan or starter plan, which comes in one live, max, four paper. This includes both demo and your funded accounts, and then one asset. You can always choose to do more add-ons. Let's say you want to add on an extra live to make it two instead of one. That'll be an extra $5, so 55. If you add on an extra paper, that'll be an extra $5 to make it 5 out of 4, meaning you'll be paying $60, just an FYI. You can use Traders Post, like I said, on this Pick My Trade, Cross Trade. There's so many, third-party platforms. I love Traders Post the best. It's what's compatible with Top Step, what's compatible with Project X. So, and this is probably the most common one, the most popular one I'm seeing basically a lot of people using. But this is a trading bot. This is what automates the trades. So, for example, on this one, what happens? It triggers a sell signal. So it's going to hit this sell alert. And what happens? It's going to hit this webhook URL. Traders Post acts like the middleman. It's going to read your content message. It says action sell. So it's going to send a sell market order execution to your broker or to your prop firm's API. That's how a trade is executed. And it hit take profit, which means it's going to hit this alert to exit the trade because condition was take profit and the action was to exit. And same thing, if it hits the stop loss, it's going to hit this. And just to let you know, the difference between an indicator strategy is mainly this symbol. If you see the symbol, it means it's a strategy, which means you will need to where is it? Shoot, my computer is slow. Well, anyways, it's going to you will need to copy the TradingView strategy instead if we're going to be make an alert. So that's how you actually automate the trades. So let me actually show you. And if you see this, that means that there are 4 alerts with this. My internet is slow right now. So let me actually show you. Let me actually delete this. So if you go to your indicators, if I only scripts, Swift Algo X, you add that to your screen. You go to your settings tab. If you choose the 5-minute time frame, you will need to choose 1 hour. If you choose the 50-minute time frame, you will need to choose the 4 hours. That's basically what they advertise on their YouTube channel. But I am trading NQ. That's the only thing I'm trading. So I found trading this on the 1-minute time frame was better. And I found that doing the indicator sensitivity to 5 was better. Your indicator sensitivity should always be higher than the time frame you're trading on. Now it's gonna show you backtest sitting at 76.92. My current sittings is at 40.74. Multiply is 9, period is 11. And I found using risk to reward ratio 1 was better. And you just had to go through each of the backtest set. So we're at 1. Right now, the backtest sitting gave me 76.92. So if you change the multiplier to 9 and the period to 11, it would exactly match. So it's now the same. So that was my highest one. So let's say backtest at 2. It's at 83. So we're going to change this to 10 and this to 8. This should match. So far, that's my highest. Backtest it, we're going to change this to 3. And that gave me 90%, which was my highest. So far, that's the winner, is backtested 3. Next, we're going to try 4. And it actually decreased, so 90 is still the winner. 5. 76. And then backtest 6. 83. So it looks like backtest 3 was the winner with the highest at 90%. So make sure multipliers are 9, algorithm pairs 4, because these two have to match. And like I said, I used the risk to reward as 1:1 because it gave me the highest win rate. You can change that 1:2 if you want, but I found doing 1:2, I at least on NQ, it gives me like a lower setting. See how from 90% it just lowered all the way down to 36.36. And then my current setting decreased to 28. So I keep it as a 1. So that, because that's significant. EMA pair, I keep this as 300. You can change this to 200 or 50. Let's see, 50. It's not going to change a whole lot, but I found just keeping it as default 300 works a lot better. See, because if I change this to 50, for example, see, this would have been a loss right there. So, and if I kept as 300, it avoided that loss. So I found keeping at 300 was a lot better for me. And then visibility, leave access style. I like to just always uncheck this box because I don't need this extra data. It's irrelevant. So, and I always like to make a new chart layout. Just name it Swift Algo X. This is my main one, but I'm just giving an example. So if you see this one, the trade, take profit. And look, take profit. That's 2 back-to-back trades. Take profit. Look, take profit, take profit. This was a big one. Look, take profit, take profit, take profit. Let's see, take profit. So it actually was on a winning streak for a long time. Then this was actually, officially, this was actually a loss. But that's like one loss versus like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades in a row. So you basically get the picture. But like I said, you can always experiment with this. This is basically my settings. This is basically what I'm doing. And I'm new to Swift Algo. I got this indicator last week, and I was basically up $5,000 in profit this week alone. So because you saw how many trades it won, and on top of that, I was trading on NQ, so this would have been like 1.5K right there. So actually, I didn't took all these trades. I think I started, I think Wednesday. So it only took, I think, the last 4 trades, which was obviously all winners. So it put me in profit of $5,000 on one contract of NQ. So, and that would have passed your eval account very easily, or it would have got you $5,000 in profit on your funded account. And I like to also say one thing as well. This was one comment I saw on one of the reviews of Swift Algo. They said that this settings sometimes will change. And then when you change the settings, those signals that was, stop loss ended up becoming take profit. And they consider that repainting. That is not repainting. Repainting is when it prints out a signal, and if that signal disappears and prints out a new signal, making it look more accurate than what it actually is, that's repainting. And you can backtest this and you can see if the signals disappears or not. Obviously, if you change anything in the settings, the signals will obviously change just like any other indicator. That is not repainting. Okay, because I know there's some people is thinking it repaints. This indicator is a non-repainting indicator. So if you want me to give you an example, for example, let's say this one right there. So let's actually back test this. So I'm gonna trade. So I think it takes a second to load. Oh, there you go. So we officially got a sell signal. So we're gonna enter a sell trade right there. We're gonna set the take profit with this green, you know, Linus, that's already 1.5K right there, bro. And then stop loss is still 1.5K. This can actually really blow your account if you do have like two, losing trades back to back, but that's just a risk that you have to take. You can always do this on M and Q just for a safer drawdown, but that's completely up to you if you want to be conservative or more aggressive. Then confirm and see. See, it already hit my take profit of like 1.5K already. So I'm just giving an example. And see how the backtest setting is just at 80%. So if it takes trades, and if it wins, your backtest setting this will increase from 80 to 85. If it takes losing trades, your win rate will decrease. Because you always want to update this always updates because this has to update due to current market conditions, if that makes sense. Just like anything else. All right. So that's all I'm gonna mention in this video for today. So I pretty much go over on how to actually automate trades, and then I also went over the settings on Swift Algo. That's just something that you do have to experiment with, but you do always have to update those settings so you can get the highest win rate possible, so you can have greater chances of hitting take profit each time. But this can still give losing trades, obviously. It can still give you losing days. Nothing is not perfect. It's just like any indicator. There's no such thing as a 100% win rate. It's not going to make you rich the next day or next week. It takes time. But it can pass your eval count. And it can get you those funded or payouts. It just takes time. That's something that you just have to be patient with. You don't think you're going to make $1 million next week and don't think you can buy a Lamborghini next month. It's not going to happen. So if you enjoyed this video, just leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment. It will motivate me more to actually push out more videos like this. Until then, see you guys in the next video.